Visible to everyone?
Yes, yes, visible and you are loud and clear. And we have
Okay.
started recording for the session also.
Okay, sir. Okay. Um, okay. So today, the FDP program is on AI tools for academic search, and based on this topic, uh, which I have selected to present in this talk, is streamlining academic paper search with AI-powered tools. These are the agendas which I shall be following to cover up the topic today. Okay, so coming up to this important content of the topic as we see, it is streamlining academic paper search with AI powered tools, artificial intelligence powered tools. Now, if we divide this topic, or if we see, the two concepts are incorporated in this topic. One is this academic paper search, and another is artificial intelligence powered tools. Now, let us understand that, or let us have a glimpse of what is this academic paper searches. Now, as a researcher, we know that if we want to have an extensive understanding of a certain topic, or we go on, or we want to have a further exploration of the methodologies or analysis which has been covered, or which has been which had been like comprehensive analysis has been provided by other researchers, or scholarly works are present. Okay, if we identify those papers and if we want to go for more exploration of it, then we can, in short, we can term it as the academic paper search. Now, why this paper search is required? Because one of the major concept in research, as we know, is the literature review, which we as a researcher should be doing it before starting or delving into the depth of the any particular topic which we want to explore. Now, this literature review concepts is actually what it is. It includes this understanding of the different research trends based on the certain topics. Okay. Then it is the identification of different research gaps among the existing works which has been done or ongoing works. Then coming up to the validation of the hypothesis which should be followed or which has been followed, and as well as the methodologies which has been incorporated or it has been used throughout the work of that particular topic, and which also incorporates or also involves one of the important part is the data collection as well as the analysis of that part of the data. Okay. Now, when we covered up these 5 concepts of the literature review, we majorly, we in the sense the research scholars or we the researchers of the research community, we face certain challenges. Okay, so these challenges, if we jot it down, it is like the volume of the literature, like extensive works are being done. They are now on the digital platform, and we can have an access of those literature also. Next is that with this huge amount of the literature, we get confused that which are the connected papers, which are the more relevant papers, and which can be followed, and where and how to find those papers, which also need to be more precise along with the different relevance of the paper which or the topic which we are working on. And the last but not the least, the important part is the which we face is that the keeping track of the latest research which is being done by the other researchers. Okay, so these are the challenges which we face in our common days, or sorry, in commonly in our in today's world. Okay, so in this digital era, if we use this artificial intelligence as one of the ways in which it can ease these challenges which are being faced by the researchers. Okay, so that is bringing us to the next concept, that is the artificial intelligence power tools. Now, this artificial intelligence, it helps to that the concept of this artificial intelligence has been incorporated or used to develop certain tools which can actually ease different kinds of challenges which the researchers face, such as the collection of the relevant papers or the connected papers, identifying or extraction of important information from a huge paper, like from a particular paper which is being given as an input, and also extracting or parsing the whole paper into certain important segments, as well as it also helps us to like understanding the concept or complex concepts which has been written in the papers, with the help of the different tools. But before going into the depth of the different tools which are being available or which we can use it, okay, there is here I want to give a brief information or brief introduction of artificial intelligence, okay, and how the models of this artificial intelligence are being used, or which type of models are being used in this tools for which are used for the academic paper search. So if in short we say the artificial intelligence is, and it is an ability to perform the cognitive functions which when associated with the human minds helps to solve the different problems which we learn, perceive the generating of the informations from the data which is being provided, and also the reasoning part of it. Okay, now artificial intelligence is having a two important concepts or two important part. One is the machine learning, another is the deep learning models. Now, machine learning are the algorithms which helps to detect the patterns from the data, learn from the data which is being provided as the input, and also make certain predictions for processing the data. But deep learning models, it is being another part of the this artificial intelligence. It, apart from the features which is present in machine learning, the one of the most important concept which it helps is to automation of the feature extraction process, and also enabling the use of the large amount of the data sets without the less intervention of these humans to find out the proper results in the form of accuracy or in the form of certain prediction of the results. Now, another important part of this artificial intelligence which is being used in this tools for the academic paper is the generative AI or generative artificial intelligence. Now, the concept of this generative AI is that the input is taken as a text or video or animation or sounds or any other form of input. Okay, proper input, proper data which is being provided. This generates a new content, which is quite like it is not identical to the input which is being provided. A new concept or new text is being provided as the output from the input which is being provided. Now, this generative AI, it is like, it helps to, or the concept of this or the power of generative AI is to, is its ability to harness the unleveled data with the help of this, which we can find out the innovation of this generative AI, which involves the deep learning models and also the foundation models such as this generative pre-trained transformers and stable diffusions. Okay. The major applications are for this generative AI is the large language models in and also the audio and visuals. Now, in this, to narrow it down, the tools which are being used for the academic paper search, they are based on this large language models. Now, large language models, this is the the type of the generative AI which is being used. Okay, this is based on, or this type of models are based on the deep learning models, and also helps or also uses the this concept of the natural language processings. Now, this transformer model in this large language model is that it takes the input, such as a sentence is being taken. What it does, it divides the sentences into different words which are present. It tokenizes each and every word of that particular sentence, and it find out the relationship between the tokens with the help of the mathematical equations which are present, or uses the mathematical equations to find out the different relationships among, not only among the different tokens, but also with the different sentences which are being provided as the input. Now, while incorporation or in detail how this workflow is being maintained is divided into three components. One, first layer is the embedding layer, in which when the sentence is being given as the input, the semantic and the syntactic information of that particular input is being extracted. Now, when this information is extracted, we need to understand that what is the user's intent in that particular sentence which has been incorporated. So the second layer is the feed-forward network layer, or the multiply fully connected layers, which helps to find out or understand this information, that which on what basis the users are using this intent of the input. Okay, so after finding out this information, the recurrent layer is being used, where the relationship between the different words in the sentences are being captured and used for the further information generations. Okay, The overall large language models, it is based on this information retrieval, text generation, and also this code generation. But apart from this many like advantages or the whole workflow, there are always the limitations of with this large language model, out of which the two important limitation is the hallucination and biasness. Hallucination is the it is information when it is generated which is not factually correct. Okay, so that needs to be like retracted, or that needs to be like understand by the user who is or when it is being used, that the correct information is generated from the given input. Now biasness is another challenge, because when the input is given based on certain data, on particular certain data, obviously the input will also be towards that data, inclined towards that data. So this two other you can say that limitations which is this large language models are having. Okay, now based on these large language models, the artificial intelligence power tools are being have been developed. Okay, so what are the advantages of this artificial driven tool is that one is the important is the efficient search algorithm, which actually helps to narrow down the relevant papers or the connected papers. Second is the automated summarization. Why? Because uh, whether it is a 5 pages paper or 10 pages paper, or it is a journal paper, understanding and reading the whole concept of the paper and understanding the whole concept of the paper takes a lot of time for a researcher. So if that can be eased in certain way, then that will be a good helpful. So this is done with the help of this automated summarization, where the whole summary of the paper is being provided in few lines. Okay. Next is the extraction of the key information, such as if you are talking, or if you want to explore certain topics, if you want to know only the data collection part and rest of the information is like not important for the time being, then these AI power tools can actually help us to understand that what kind of, or help us to understand that topic by providing the details of the data collection which has been provided in that particular paper. Okay. Next is it is the assisting brainstorming ideas by analyzing the existing literature and identifying gaps. Not only understanding the whole paper and giving the summarization, automated summarization of the papers, but also after reading the whole paper, these AI power tools actually help us to identify the gaps also which is present. So the main concept of jotting down these advantages is that it actually helps the time, improves research quality, and also the better data interpretation for the researchers. So based on this, here I have summarized these 4 tools, which I'll be showing the live demonstration here. The URLs and the features has been provided here, which you can use for your future exploration also. So I'll be sharing, I'll be using and showing you how this tools are being like used. I hope is the screen visible? Like it is being shown the home page for the Elicit.
No, ma'am.
Okay,
We
sir.
are
Okay,
just
sir.
doing
I'll
the presentation.
okay, sir. I'll
Yes,
Yes,
fine.
visible now. Visible now.
okay, okay. So here, this is the first AI power tool, which I will be giving in the demonstration. Here it is termed as the Elicit. This is a paid version, like a few a few steps can be they are free, but after you have covered those or you have reached your limitations, this will be a paid version. You have to access the paid version then. So here the concepts which are present here, it is the finding the papers, extraction data from the PDFs, and the list of concepts. I'll be starting with this list of concepts. I'll show you. Suppose since my initial or the one of the like my research was on software engineering, so I have worked on this code comprehension. So I'll be using this keyword here as a concept to it to find out. So Please bear with me with this network issues. Okay, so if you see here, gradually this 60 papers has been found out. Okay, 153 still counting. The concepts has been found out. This code comprehension has been found out. And if you see here, if you see here, these are the unique concepts. 109 unique concepts has been identified here. So here the main concept is the code comprehension techniques. Okay, on the left hand side is it has been used here. The main concepts associated with this code comprehension techniques are being jotted down here. And on the right hand side, the source provides the different papers from where these concepts are being provided, have been provided. Okay, so this is the view when you will explore this final answer. This is the view which we will getting. So from here, you can actually understand that we can see that here that with this author Zhao, with this paper was published in 2020, and this concept of code comprehension has been used over here. So like this way, all the papers has been incorporated or has been provided over here. So you can download the CSV file also from here. And this is like how the concepts and along with the jotted down of the papers, like what are the papers from where this concepts has been found out. All the papers has been listed here. You can see here, along with other unique concepts also, it has been incorporated. So this actually will it helps us to understand that, or it to find out the relevant papers with the particular concept when we are searching. Okay, so this is like when we are quite familiar with certain topics, then we can go for with the list of concepts and we can find out the papers. And it also provides, LSS also provides with certain type of concepts, certain type of finding way of information. Like when we are familiar with the papers, certain questions arise that how this will be solved, or how this, what is the status of the other topics. So here, based on this code comprehension, one of the question which arised with me is that how comprehension can be quantified using code reading. So this was a concept, or this was the question which arose while I was studying this concept in depth. So when I want to find out with the help of this question also, which is not relate like very much of this any particular concept or any topic, this question can also be used to find out the papers. So this is how, with the help of the topic of that that finding papers, here we can find out the papers. Here the results is showing that summary of the top 4 papers has been provided, which you can change also, and you can change with the number of the papers you want. Now if you see here the presentation here, how they have presented the each and every paper they have found out. The first column is a paper they have provided with the details of the authors and the where it has been published. Next, they have provided the summary of the abstract. These are the 2 columns which has been provided. Here, if you see, there are other columns which also you can add. First is the main findings. If you see, it is searching or it is loading the main findings of the paper. So for this paper, measuring the difficulty of code comprehension tasks using software metrics, this is the abstract of the summary which has been, summary of the abstract which has been provided here. This is the main findings of the paper which has been provided here. If we, that is, the whole paper is being parsed step by step and according to the user's choice. So first, my choice was to find out the main findings. Then I want to see what are the methodologies, and also here it it is I hope you can see the methodology column have also been added here. So summarization of the methodology has been provided here. Now I also want to add this limitation column also for each and every paper. So if you can see the limitations which is present with each and every paper, like wherever it has been possible, that has been incorporated in this way, and that too in a very methodological way or methodical way, that is in the form of the different headings and columns also. This each and informations has been provided here with this tool. So this was the second way in which you can find out the papers here. Next is the you can, if you're having certain particular paper with you, and if you want to parse that paper or want to have the more information about that paper, you can upload that particular paper. Here I have already uploaded this paper, and when I'm selecting it, it is being uploaded into their library and it is parsing the particular paper. So similarly here also, if we see this for this particular paper, we can add this particular columns also, like the summary of the whole paper, main findings, methodology, intervention, outcome measures, as well as the limitations also. So not only finding out the relevant papers which is present, but also like any paper which you are having, it can also help to parse the relevant information and find out the information which is more required. Okay, so this is a precise or short way in which I have shown you that how elicit can be used. Next, I want to go for this SCI space. Now it is still under the domain of this typeset.io, so the domain has not yet changed. So once you will type this SCI space, it will be redirected to this domain. Okay, here this is not a paid one, so here it can be used in like literature's review. Here you can go for this two ways. One is this for this my library, where your papers will be added. From there it will search, and there is the SCI papers which are present. From there it will be searching. So if I go with this code comprehension, again the same topic, so for the each of these papers which are relevant, okay, they have generated the different insights, results. These are the list of the columns here they have incorporated. This is the results they have incorporated. They have used this methods used, literature survey, limitations, contributions. These are the initial ways. You can also, like when you are using, you can also include this summarized abstract, summarized introduction, conclusions, and also the practical implementations, and you can apply it for those particular papers which has been found out. So here all the 10 columns has been added. Okay, and inside from the top 5 papers here also it has been provided, and here are the list of the papers as we go down that has been shown here. Okay, so if we show it more, then it will show more papers here as per starting with the research recent papers. Here we have the provision of also exporting this whole table which has been found out here, or which has been which we can see here. So this is one way of searching. Another way is extract the data from the PDFs. It is a similar way in which this paper can be. Okay, let me show you this also. So it is uploading the paper. It is upload one file. Similarly, here also, if you want to extract the data, you can select this each and every topics here, and you can extract the data accordingly. So this was the paper which was uploaded, and accordingly, each and every this information has been jotted down here. So this is with the PDFs which has been uploaded by the user. Okay. So here there are two other important tabs or ways they have incorporated here. It is the read with the AI Copilot. Here you can upload the file, and so here you can use this file will be shown on the left hand side. So you can highlight the text to explain that particular text. You can also find the relevant, suppose one important concept you have found out here, like program comprehension. You can search for the related papers also, and you can also highlight the concepts or the important lines which you want to, or you have come across. So this is the Copilot, which is actually helping to explain you the text, getting the related papers, and also highlighting the particular topic or the line sentence which you want to explore. Next is paraphraser is present. Like if you have found out a certain important line, as we know, the plagiarism is another important concept in research. So this paraphraser is actually it will help you to write down a sample of here, okay, and that can be converted to fluent or formal or creative mode, or even the academic mode also. If suppose if I'm writing, find relevant papers. Papers related to program comprehension. So if you want to paraphrase it, you can observe it here, how it has paraphrased the sentence. So this is also provided with this SCI space. Find relevant. The input was given, find relevant paper related to program comprehension, which has been transformed to locate pertinent documents pertaining to the comprehension of programs. So this way you can also change the line which you are actually using with the help of this tool, that is the SCI space. So that actually makes much easy the process of this whole literature survey, and also the writing in which you are writing also. Next is this concept of this explain paper. Here, sometimes when we are reading the papers, okay, then it might happen that we are not able to understand a certain particular part of the sentence or certain important concepts also. So this website is actually helping us to understand or help us in those shortcomings when we are not able to understand certain concepts or any particular line, with providing a certain or giving the much information about that line which you are highlighting. The main drawback with this is that it is a paid one, but suppose here if we see here cyclomatic complexity, it is one of the concept here. Cyclomatic concept is when you are highlighting on the right hand side, this concept is being tracked here, and if we go for the explanation, here it is giving what is the cyclomatic conception is cyclomatic complexity, along with the related resources from where the information has been retrieved. Okay, so this is how the one particular concept is being understood, but it might have certain sentences also becoming quite difficult to understand, like, because if we go for this sentence, because cognitive complexity is an effort to measure the understandability of control flow, it must account for the fact that the difficulty increases as the control flow's context increases. So when you are selecting this whole sentence, okay, this is being tracked here. The whole concept is, or whole sentence is being tracked here. And if when you click this, it is giving you the detailed explanation of that particular line, again along with the related resources also. So this is how explain paper is working here. You will not directly get the paper. You have to upload the particular paper for which you want to get the explanation, or which you are currently reading. Okay, so this is how explain paper is working. Next is dimensions AI. Now this is, let me show you from initial part. This is the okay, so this is the interface, or let me cross this one much. So this is the actual interface for Dimensions AI. I have found out this as the pre version of this Dimensions AI. So here, let me give one topic for which I want to track the papers, or I want to find out the papers. So I've given here the eye tracking. Here, there are options in which you can find for the full data, title and abstract, or DOI. So I will go with the full data. So once you are giving this information, what are the filters you can use it here is publication year. First is the publication year. So you can, I want for this from 2020 to 2024, I want to limit my search with this 5 years. Okay, so once this has been selected, you go for this limit to. Okay, so when you are clicking this limit to, it will only limit its searching part only to this 5 years only, and it will provide the relevant papers. Here you have a provision to show the abstract also, which if you do not select, then this provision will go. It will not show anymore this abstract. Here you can also find out as the researcher's name, those who have they have those who have provided the papers, like those who have written the papers, their names are also being there. Okay, you can select as per their name. Here the research categories, that are field of researchers is there. So if you narrow it, want to narrow it down, this topic section, every topic, you can narrow it down from here, from these topics. Like here it will be only engineering or information and or clinical information and computing sciences also only. Other parts are not relevant to this eye tracking concept, so it can be restricted here. Okay, publication type also here it has been provided. Here it provides article, chapter, edited book, print, preprint, proceedings, monograph. So you can limit your choices by selecting each and every concepts over here which is present. And there is a source title from where it has been extracted. Next is the journal list also. Okay, like here for the source title, archive is there, lecture notes and computing, computer science is present. Okay, census is there, scientific reports are there. So these you can limit also again. If you do not limit, then from all the sources it will track the papers and it will provide it over here. One of the important concept which I have seen while using this Dimensions AI is that it provides not only with the paper which is being provided or which is being associated here. Okay, if you click it, it will go to the, or it will take you to the particular site where you can access the particular paper. Okay, so this is the whole how when I click that particular link, I have been redirected to this link. Here I can view the PDF also. I can share it also. I can add to my library also. So these provisions are present in this dimensions.ai. So here is the paper. So you do not require to go for some search engines and go to just paste it over the topic and download the paper. That is the easiest. That task has been uh, like eased in this app, that is the dimensions.ai. Okay, so another important part which they have incorporated in this app is the finding out the data set. Like if you can see here, the headlines or the type that particular topics which has been presented here, it is the publications, data sets, grants, patents, clinical trials, and policy documents. All these informations are also being provided. Like for this same topic, the eye tracking, I want to search also for the data sets. Still now I was searching for the publications, but here it has been, now I have selected for the data sets. So suppose I want to topic for this data set, that is data for testing the level of consistency between choices and beliefs in games using eye tracking. So again, this will be redirected to the page where I can go for the accessing that particular repository. So if you can see here on the right hand side top, here it is showing access at repository. So when you will click it, again you will be directed to the page from where you can actually download the paper. See, I hope you can see here for that particular each and every information has been provided along with the files also which has been present here, which is easily downloadable from here. This is like you can say a package of you are finding out the papers. You can find out the limit your restrictions, limit your searching to certain your topics. Okay, you can go for the data set search also, which is one of the another important concepts while we are going for this any type of researches. Also, not only that, for the grants from where it has been which has been updated or where the fundings has been provided, that is also being provided here. The patents are also there. If some clinical trials are there, then it can show here. Like for this topic, the clinical trials are not present, so these are not activated here, these tabs, so that we cannot access. We can access only the publications and data sets here. Okay, so this is how the dimensions.ai is working. Okay, so these are the 4 tools which I have shown you as live demonstrations. Now coming back to the presentation. So from this slide, you can actually get the URLs, how you can access, or you can directly search it also. Then coming to the almost to an end of this topic here, while using this AI powered tools, which I have observed that finding out the relevant papers should be more efficient. Like there are certain when you are searching for the papers, there are always some papers which are not that relevant are also incorporated in that list. So that should be considered, or that should be more efficient. Okay, and also some visualizations if provided, that how these particular paper is connected to other papers or prior papers or after papers. These visualizations or analytical visualizations, like when you are they are parsing the paper, they're only providing the text information of each and every part of that particular paper. But if the analytical part of that methodology which has been done, or the analysis which has been done, if it is shown with the help of some visualizations, that could have been more informative to the researchers also. So this could have been the future scope for this AI powered tools. And also another part is ethical considerations. Like nowadays, these are very common tools which is being used while writing the papers or searching for the papers. Now, how these tools are being considered, or whether they should be considered or not, that should also be a topic of discussion while these AI powered tools are considered. Okay, so coming to this last slide, I want to summarize the whole concept which has been discussed in today's presentation. Is that we have seen what is this, or we have understood what is this academic paper search and how it is related to literature review, and how the artificial intelligence incorporated tools are being used to ease this paper search, as well as the challenges which are being faced while writing or reviewing the papers. We have seen, or we have gone through a very brief information about artificial intelligence, generative artificial intelligence, and LLM models. And we have learned with the live demonstrations of this Elicit, SCI Space, Explainer, and Dimensions AI apps, that how it can be used to find out the relevant papers, to parse the paper, to understand or get an explanation of the difficult topics or concepts which are not present within that particular paper, and also to find out the data sets which are present or relevant to that particular work which we want to find out. Okay, thank you everyone. I'm open to your questions if you have any. I'm stopping the presentation here. Hopefully that was helpful to everyone here.
Yes, participants, you are requested to put forward your questions to Madam. Madam, there are some questions in the chat box. Could you please see that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Elicit, can Elicit be used to generate title of research
Yes, sir.
paper? No, I haven't used Elicit for that purpose, generation of the title of the research paper. Can you suggest any free AI tool similar to Elicit? SCI Space is similar to Elicit. It can be like it is working on the similar part of this how Elicit is working. SCI Space is free, and you can use that. Like it is also providing the same fields as SCI, like parsing of the paper that you can use.
May I pop in here, Madam?
Yes, sir. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the first question, I have actually checked this kind of provision in Elicit, that I have given the abstract of the paper and just asked that what may be the different alternative titles for on the basis of this abstract. So Elicit can give you a kind of choice, 5 or 6, but again you have to reshuffle something. Okay, so a little bit of provision is there. And another that kind of tool, what similar tools they are asking, you may try perplexity.ai.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Perplexity,
Perplexity is also.
like ChatGPT, this one.
Yes, sir.
So,
So
madam, madam, I have one question.
yes, yes.
Have you ever tried that when you are uploading the multiple PDF files? Suppose I have a set of 10, 15 PDF files. So, what's the limitation actually? How many PDF files as a zip file or individual file I can upload in Elicit or in SciSpace? Have you tried that multiple PDF?
No, sir, multiple PDF I have tried, but only not since I'm not using the paid version, so there was a limitations. Like as far as I can remember, 20 papers I think I have uploaded, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So 20 paper is a good one. Good.
And sir, for each and every paper, they are giving this different fields, relevant fields also, which is required. But beyond that, I haven't checked it.
Okay, okay. So thank you very much, madam. So we have recorded your session. We will be distributing with the participants today itself.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Okay. So next meeting session will be taken by the coordinator of the this workshop by himself, Dr. Ujjwal Marji, and it is due at 3 p.m. I think. Is not it? Or am I doing
Yes,
some
sir.
mistake?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So meanwhile, I am stopping recording and it will be distributed very soon to all of you, all today's recorded program. And at 3 p.m., Dr. Marjit will be taking care of the that technical